Hey guys, this is Pete with Repair Hero. Today we're working on a 2007 Nissan Altima. We're going to be replacing the AC compressor on this car. Customer came in, it was blowing warm air out of the vents. We checked the AC compressor, it wasn't producing enough pressure. I mean, the car's got over 300K on it. So we're going to put in a used compressor for the customer. There wasn't a budget for a new one. So at this angle you can see me taking out the bolts for the compressor, low side and high side fitting. Oh, just for reference, I already recovered this AC system with the AC machine. It pulled out exactly 1.2 pounds of refrigerant, so it had plenty of refrigerant in it for it to run properly. I already got the belt off. The belt was held on by a 14mm tensioner, and the compressor is held in by 4 12mm bolts. And here's me trying to fish it out the side. It wasn't happening. We're gonna jack up the engine a little bit with a jack stand, and that should give us the clearance to get that compressor out. This customer, they just didn't have much money, so we had to go with a used compressor on this car. And here's a shot of the belt coming on and off, and we're trying to fish it in. And this belt tensioner was a fun one to do. This belt tensioner came in making a whole bunch of noises, so while we're in there we're gonna replace it along with the compressor. And this belt tensioner is also a automatic belt tensioner versus the old days. We have the older manual tensioners, which you had to put the belt on, adjust it a few times, drive it, see if it makes noise, then adjust it some more to get it back into position. But these newer cars, they have automatic tensioners. They're a lot easier to deal with. You just slip the belt on. But on this car, it was it gave me a hell of a time. I had to fight this one in. And this car was just extremely dirty, and like I said, it had a bunch of oil leak. That's why you see my arms are greased up there. And now we're putting the two 10mm bolts that goes on the belt tensioner. They're going back in. Once that's in, I'm gonna try to position the belt where it will go over every pulley, and then we're going to use the double wrench method I'm about to show you in a second to get the tensioner in, because none of my tools will fit over the tensioner, and I tried different combinations of wrenches. So what I found worked the best was a 14mm open end wrench, and use the box end on the tensioner and use another box end of the wrench to double it to give you leverage on it. So that made it where I could get the belt over without struggling trying to push up on the wrench itself. Now you see that double wrench in action there. The shot, there it goes. The belt's going on. It still took a little bit of persuasion there. See, the pry bar came out. Now I'm gonna rotate the engine. The belt is in there. Now I'm gonna rotate the engine slightly to help it go on a little bit more. Ratchet there. Now it's going. There it goes. Now it should be on. Now make sure everything's in place right. I didn't lose anything. And I think at this point we're ready to put the refrigerant back in the car, see if we fixed it. having a shot of me putting both of the high side and low side lines back on. Running off frame to go grab my AC machine. If you are not comfortable charging your AC system, you could take it to a shop. It's not that expensive to get the AC system recharged or inspected. And this is something that I don't recommend you doing at home, because the system, you have to put the system into vacuum and you have to put just the right amount of refrigerant in it. If you want to see more contents like this, like and subscribe. Thank you guys, and see you next time.